Welcome back. I am going to talk about day 15 all the way to the 18th. So my calendar, that's Monday through Thursday. Today would be that Thursday. So let's start with Monday. Monday I gained weight. I was Sunday I was 206.3, and then on Monday I was 207. So I was trying to figure out, what did I eat? Did I eat too much or something, or not less? Because everything I'm eating for the most part is low carb. So I'm not sure, but I know weight fluctuates. So I'm trying not to beat up on myself too bad, because you could have fluids, anything, and it's not a big weight gain. But this was the week that I was going to be very busy from Sunday until Wednesday. These were my busy days. So I learned some things during these last few days about my body. So Monday I left home early and was doing a lot of running around, and I didn't get home until noon, so I didn't eat anything until then. And I had eggs, Canadian bacon, and some cheese. And I really didn't feel like cooking. It was one of those days where I just kind of wore out. And so for the evening, I just had turkey jerky and some extra caffeinated coffee because I was tired. And I was tired, but I didn't sleep much. I think because I had so much going on. I knew I had so much going on this week, and I knew Tuesday I had to be at this place early in the morning, and I knew it was going to be crazy, a very busy day. So when I woke up on Tuesday, my weight was 204.5. So, big drop. So, like I said, I was out running around, and I didn't eat anything until I got home, which that was, I think, like maybe 11 in the morning. I got home, and on the way to the store, I decided to be smart. I said, well, let me just get something in my system. I have to read my notes because these are several days, so I'm just reading to remember what I did on what day. So I did have cheese in a turkey jerky stick, and I did bring some water, but I didn't drink water, I think, until my way home. And then when I got home, I ate breakfast: 2 eggs, goat cheese, and 3 pieces of bacon because I really was hungry. I didn't have anything else on that day, because after that day again, I just kind of rested. And that Wednesday, the day 17th, my weight was 205. So it did, kind of go up a little bit. My glucose was 103 and my ketones was 0.5. So I was happy about that. Day 16, I didn't take my ketones or glucose for some reason. I think I just ended up going to bed early, and I was going to hope if I would have got up, I would have took it later, because I think with me, I like taking my ketones after I've eaten like 3 hours. That seems to be the number for me, where I can see really where my ketones are. So Wednesday, I did have to go to a meeting across town, so I had to get up really early to do that. And so I took with me again 2 turkey jerky with cheese. And so that was a real busy day. And then when I got home, I did make some turkey patties, homemade turkey patties, just seasoned it real good, added a couple eggs, and I did some sauteed bell peppers and onions, and that's like one of my favorite things I like to eat. And that was it. And then later on in the evening, I had somewhere to go, and I did. And I really didn't feel like going, but really, physically, I was tired. But I did go, and by the time I got home, I was really tired and didn't eat anything. I think I just made sure I took my medicine, and that was it. So now we're on today, Thursday, day 18th, and my weight was 202.8. So again, it started dropping again. And this morning, I had 2 eggs, 3 turkey bacons, because when I woke up, I was really hungry. 1 slice of cheddar cheese. I had some lemon water and coffee with pure stevia and powdered cream. So even after eating that, I still was kind of exhausted. I think it was a combination of just doing a whole bunch of stuff during this week, pretty much up every morning early. Today was my first day where I could actually stay home. And so I was wondering, after I ate and I was drinking some coffee, why am I feeling still so exhausted? I mean, even walking up the stairs, my legs was hurting. It almost felt like I had like the flu, but just a physical tiredness. So I kind of try to analyze, why am I feeling so horrible? Well, I think because my eating was kind of lousy this week. I could have did way better. For example, just eating, I was eating a lot of just piece of cheese and jerky, no veggies. So I think that kind of wore my body out. Really, I think that was one of the main things. I wasn't really taking the magnesium like I should. And I think that kind of maybe was part of me, muscles kind of feeling achy. And also, I wasn't really drinking water, a nice amount of water. Usually when I'm running places, I don't tend to drink a lot of water on the go. But when I got home, I really wasn't compensating for that. So I said, okay, today I'm going to start doing all those things. And if I'm still feeling bad, then it must be something else. But sure enough, I started drinking my water, I make the lemon water. I drink that. I'm drinking a couple cups after coffee. I'm just drinking a lot of it. And I started feeling better. Took my magnesium, take all my other medicines that I'm supposed to take. And I just started feeling like myself again. So I've learned that I have to be really careful. I do admit that I talked about doing the 7-day sample menu. I've been so busy this week, I haven't even looked at it. So I was just trying to stay safe. And because I was running around and not really eating a meal, I have to kind of figure out some other things to do besides just the jerky, and cheese. I mean, if I do that, then make sure when I get home, make sure I get those veggies in. So that's what I learned this week, and I'm feeling better. I'm grateful that I, am still losing weight. I did not really get on my bike like I wanted to this week. Like I said, too busy. Maybe that's not really a good excuse, but physically I felt really out of it and didn't want to push it because of that. So I'm still determined. This is Thursday. I have, not the end of the week yet, so I may still at least try to do two things on my bike. Have a spin bike, and I wanted to start doing floor work, to strengthen my muscles, strengthen my core, which those exercises are very easy. They're very relaxing, and it's not a lot physically. So if I don't do anything else, I may do that, or I may do both, but balance it, not a lot on my bike, maybe 15 minutes, and then do the floor work. So I am happy. I do want to talk about, maybe I'll do a separate video about the app and what I like about it as far as how is it benefiting me. So stay tuned for that. And I'm still on this journey. I committed to do 30 days. And then after that, I may do like a weekly video on how I'm doing, because I'm kind of thinking, yeah, maybe I'll just do it until I reach my goal weight. So I'm happy because my goal for this month is to at least be in my 90s, my 190s. I really want that. So we'll see what happens.